Brazil ready to go. The representatives from Latin America taking on Pennsylvania, fresh off a big win just moments ago over Texas. Who is going to claim that third spot in Pool A? That's Nina Brewster. She just went 7 innings, won the game against Texas, and celebrates with some mint chocolate chip ice cream between games in beautiful Frankfort, Delaware. Here's how it stands. Brazil wins. They got the 3 seed. Pennsylvania wins. They will jump them and get the third spot in Pool A. Delaware and the Philippines already have the top 2 spots. Michigan on the other side undefeated as well. 4-0 right now. The Czech Republic and Canada playing on the field right behind us. Pennsylvania needed one of the wins today. They got the one over Texas to secure their spot tomorrow and did so in comeback fashion. Their leadoff hitter was excellent.
Jocelyn Jordan, have a day. She went 4 for 4, 2 doubles, a triple, 4 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. She was incredible all day. Top to bottom, this lineup showed up and showed out for Pennsylvania when they needed it most, but it was Jocelyn Jordan at the top.
On the other side for Brazil, taking on Delaware last night. No one has played Delaware as close as Brazil did, and it really started with their defense.
Their defense was phenomenal all night long, playing infield, outfield, making diving stops. Top to bottom, they were incredible on D. And then came down to this final inning, moved the tying run over to third base on the double steal, and just not quite there. They were so close to winning that game. One swing away, and they'll look to try to do that here.
You see the reaction from Delaware, how close they really came. Brazil had the winning run on second, tying run on third, as you mentioned. Here is that Brazil lineup. A lot of lefties in this one. Not afraid to play small ball, station to station for Fernando Oda, their manager. Really talented team. Won their first game of pool play.
Absolutely. They'll bunt. They'll show bunt and fake bunt steal. They'll do a lot of stuff. I've been really impressed with Takahama. She's hitting 571 on the weekend. Really big piece of their lineup for them.
Takahama, Hasegawa, Ito, all 500 or better. They will face Riley Beebe, who has played a lot of shortstop for Pennsylvania. So her and Nina Brewster just switch back and forth from shortstop to pitcher. Her favorite player is Montana Fouts.
And she's got really, really good velocity. She'll work in a fast and a drop ball, and then also a changeup just to change speeds.
Alongside Allie Shipman, the former Alabama star, I'm Chucky Kemp, wrapping up day 4, the final day of pool play. Elimination round starts tomorrow. Top 4 in each pool advance. Quarters tomorrow, semifinals Saturday, championship game on Sunday. Beautiful day today. It was the hottest day of the week for these teams. So if you're Brazil, you like that you are playing in what was supposed to start at 8 Eastern. We start here at 8:45, a little behind after the first game went long today. Mariana Sonoda, the shortstop for Brazil, leads off against Beebe, watches the first 3 pitches, and she's ahead 3-0. Sonoda has been super impressive defensively. She has 5 hits. That's the most on this Brazil team, hitting .417. 4 of those 5 hits have gone for extra bases.
And you'll see when she gets in the box, she is towing the line. She is not afraid to swing at that inside pitch. She's actually challenging pitchers. Hey, come try to jam me up. I'm ready for it.
Beebe throws hard in the circle. That bounces in, a leadoff walk for Sonoda. Where did you like to be in the box, and did you move? Would you adjust?
Absolutely, I would adjust. I wasn't that far on the plate, but I was definitely more on the plate. But it depended on the day and the type of pitcher I was seeing. I never wanted to be in the middle. The middle is where all the movement happens for the pitcher. That's no man's land. You want to either be in the front or the back.
Rafaela Nakamura is the hitter. Takes strike 1 from Beebe, the center fielder for Brazil. Hitting .273 this week. 3 hits, all of them singles. Has also driven in a trio of runs. Rafa swinging at this one. Ground ball hops up, and the first 2 are aboard for Brazil.
Really good start here for Brazil. Starting a rally early in this game. Rafa Nakamura getting to this pitch down and away, just gets enough barrel on this and hard enough for Kaczynski to bobble it.
Beatrice Nagazawa takes ball one outside, and you already see runners being active. Sonoda getting a big lead off of second base there. Nagazawa, a great contact hitter. Bounced in. Nice job behind the plate by Mahokey.
Good block there by Mahokey, especially saving those runners from moving up 60 feet and putting them both in scoring position.
Mahokey played third base in game one today for Pennsylvania. Abby Bender is now the third baseman. Is ball three outside. These Brazil hitters working ahead against BB.
This is a very patient Brazil lineup as well. They're not afraid to work the count, see a lot of pitches.
Fernando Oda talked about how well this group of athletes works together, really likes their speed and defense. You can just see it, great team chemistry. Catches the outside corner for strike two. High for ball four. Bases loaded to start this game for Brazil. It's Karen Takahama. 4 for 7 at the plate. She has walked 4 times, has a couple extra base hits and 2 RBIs this week. Strike one, catches the top of the zone up and in.
You can see Takahama's feet again, just towing that line, trying to bait BB into throwing her something outside that she can reach to.
So feeling maybe a team approach here then?
And they play small ball a lot, and so if you're gonna lay down a bunt, you don't wanna be too far away from the plate. And this is probably just a place that they're really comfortable being, especially showing bunt a lot, working in a slap. 2 back-to-back really good blocks by Mahokey behind the dish, saving a potential run.
We're on the other side of the battery from the pitcher, but is it a little bit of a mind game for a pitcher to see that, to try and go inside?
Absolutely, and in a situation like this, in your mind, you're thinking, I cannot hit this batter, so trying to go inside can really be difficult.
Fouled off, 2-2 is the count. Outfield playing pretty deep for Pennsylvania. Base hit into the grass, likely scores 2 for Brazil. Full count, they are making Riley Beebe work.
And this just seems to be part of their game plan. They want to see a lot of pitches. They're not super aggressive at the plate, but they will make you work for it.
Ball 4. 3 of the first 4 have walked, and the other has reached on an error, and Brazil takes the early lead.
All around, just quality at bats from the top 4 batters in this Brazil lineup. Being patient, trusting the game plan. You've seen them show bunt a few times, but for the most part, they're up there forcing BB to pound the strike zone, and she hasn't proven that she can do that yet.
Eduarda Hasegawa is the DP for Brazil. Speaks fluent English and French. Also a volleyball and a soccer player. It's a big swing.
And that's a good spot, too. Hasegawa wants to pull the ball. She wants to get something that she can turn on. And so working that low and away quadrant of the plate is difficult for a person that wants to pull.
BB needs a big out right here. 1-2 count, bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the first. Outside, another full count. Hasegawa lifts it to center field, caught by Jordan. They will tag up, and Brazil will score run number 2.
Good piece of hitting by Hasegawa, getting it just deep enough for their runner on third to tag and score. And once again, Brazil up early.
Carolina Diaz, the catcher for Brazil. Her first chance off BB. First and third, one out. Throw goes to third. The runner advances to second.
And you could tell Karen Takahama, when she was going for that steal, she was jogging. She was waiting for Mahoki to try to make a throw down to second to potentially get in a rundown and give the runner at third time to score.
Ground ball left side. Throw goes to first, and there's 2 outs. On the first and third, do you have your bread and butter when you're part of the team, or is it really situational based?
Very situational. The most reliable play is to have a second base cover, shortstop come across to cut. Then the shortstop, or you can flip them, doesn't matter, but then the cut can decide if that runner at third bites, they can cut it and throw home, and if not, they let it go, and you get the out at second.
Runners hold at second and third on that ball that gets by Mahoki. Caroline Matsumoto. Takes high, ball 2. Cousins with Naomi Matsumoto on this team. Swings through that pitch for strike 1. Her favorite book is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. We did not get that version. We got the Sorcerer's Stone here in the States.
True.
Everybody else got Philosophers.
I did not think about that. Either way, a great pick.
Now I'm wondering, like, is there more verbiage in that book that's different too?
Are you missing something?
I need to know. I might have to track that down. Feels like almost every at-bat in this inning has gone to a full count.
They're just making BB work for every single strike. She has had to earn every out and every strike this inning.
Strike 3 looking. The first 4 reached, and then 3 in order go down, so Brazil limited to 2 in the top of the first. Under the lights in Frankfurt, Delaware, wrapping up pool play this evening. One game going on behind us, Canada and Czechia. This is Brazil and Pennsylvania. And the seed that is up for grabs is the 3 seed in Pool A. We are leading off with Jocelyn Jordan, 4 for 4, had an incredible first game. Josie Mahokey, Riley Beebe behind her. Nina Brewster was great. Top to bottom, this lineup got it done. Never blinked when they were down 8-3 going to the bottom of the second.
And they just chipped away. It seemed like every inning they were putting pressure on. They were scoring runs. It didn't all come in one inning. It was little by little. And they continued to put runs up against Texas.
Jocelyn Jordan, who leads this off, just 15 years old, but one of the team leaders, a menace on the bases. Also a very talented swimmer. They will face off with Joana de Brito Silva. This Brazil pitching staff, pretty deep. We've seen a number of them. And de Brito Silva, no different. She can spin it.
And they say she has a strong personality. She is strong-minded in the circle. She'll work a fastball, a drop, and then that changeup as well. But I think she's going to have to keep it down in the zone, especially knowing how well Pennsylvania has been hitting the ball.
Nickname is JoJo. Sam Landry fan, and you just wonder if that's the inspiration for the glasses. Texas Volts are her favorite team. Sam played for the Volts when she was a rookie, now with the Portland Cascade. Ball 1 to Jocelyn Jordan. Four of Jordan's 5 hits on the week in that game earlier today. Ground ball left side. Thrown across to first by Matsumoto, and there is one away. There is Jamie Jordan. He's got to be feeling a little more comfortable. Nothing necessarily on the line as far as advancement goes. That is secured, but you would like to move up to that 3 seed.
And placement really matters for your trajectory and how you get to that championship game on Sunday. You don't want to have to be the ones that have to face a top seed early on.
How much did you know in college? Like when you were in the SEC, how often were you aware of the standings? Did you know what was at stake every time you took the field?
Absolutely, we paid attention to that. We had a goal in mind, the goal to win the SEC and then win a national championship. And so when you're thinking about that goal, you look at that constantly. It's like playing chess. You got to figure out, okay, this team needs to lose, we have to win, different things like that.
The winner of this game wins the opportunity to not play Michigan first tomorrow, which is a prize in and of itself. That is a dangerous team in Michigan. You don't want to have to go through them at the very beginning.
No, they put up runs, and they do it with the long ball. They hit a lot of home runs. They string things together. They are a dangerous team.
2-2 count for Josie Mahokey, 3-2. Is ball 4 to start this off with one out for Mahokey. Riley Beebe is coming up next. One thing you're not going to get from Brazil, you're not going to get a lot of freebies. And I say that not just walks, but you're not going to get this defense to make a lot of mistakes. The best defense in this tournament, a .962 fielding percentage. They've made just 4 errors in their 3 games played.
Well, they just do the little things right. When you watch how they scoop up a ball or how they shuffle their feet, make sure their feet are set before they throw. Even that transition behind the plate by Diaz, nobody's running, but she's ready for it. Her feet are quick, the transition's quick. It's little things like that that make a difference.
Beebe fouls it back. She's behind 0-2. Diaz kept that in front to avoid Mahokey taking second. Just misses outside.
And you have to wonder, maybe because Diaz is transferring almost like she's going to throw, if maybe that kept the umpire from getting a clear view instead of sticking it and framing it like she normally would.
Driven and knocked down at second. Lost her glove, still made the play. Naomi Matsumoto over at second base. And right on cue, I just said, they're not going to give you anything. She had her glove knocked off and still made the play.
And that ball was hammered at her over at second base. This defense is so solid. First off, readjusting her feet. Gloves on the ground, she doesn't care. She still makes a great throw and gets an out. I mean, look at that. Nothing is easy when you're playing Team Brazil.
Nina Brewster with a runner in scoring position, but 2 away. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Brewster, another 15-year-old favorite athlete is Rory McIlroy. She's a golfer outside of softball, wants to be a pro softball player or a nurse. A lot of questionnaires had Nina as most likely to go pro. Grounds this to the right side. And again, Matsumoto smothers it, makes the play. Brazil up 2 after 1 inning, and their bats are coming up when we come back. Czechia and Canada on the other field. 2 on, 2 outs, top of the third.
And it's Johanna Slavikova with the giant swing. Look at this, into the night. Puts them up 5-0 against Canada, and that's a big-time swing for Czechia.
The left fielder was just watching that. She was kind of looking through the fence, just trying to see where that landed, it looked like. That is for second place in Pool B. Joel and Riley on the call. They'll have the early games tomorrow. 4 games tomorrow to set up the semifinals on Saturday. 11, 2, 5, and 8 Eastern are the times. You can find those here on ESPN+. Both of these teams will be there. Question is, who will they be playing? Loser gets the 1 seed Michigan out of Pool B. 1-1 count. Naomi Matsumoto leads it off. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Brazil. Naomi's favorite athlete is Samira Tanaka, a Brazilian softball player. Naomi actually recorded the final out of the region final, and now that we have seen her in person at second base, you're wondering if she recorded every out that game.
She is a vacuum over there at second base. Nothing gets past her.
As a matter of fact, it's a perfect fielding percentage in 17 chances in just 3+ games. And she walks to lead off the second.
That's already the 4th walk of the game for Brazil. They are just so patient. They are waiting for something specific. You can tell the team plan is get on the plate and make her throw you a strike.
Fabiana Takemoto. Runner goes, the throw not in time. It's a stolen base for Matsumoto. Just feels like almost a professional approach from Brazil, like very intentional with what they're trying to do at the plate.
That is the perfect word, and I think they're intentional across the board. They're intentional on defense, they're intentional on offense. Everything they do, they take pride in the little things, and you can see that in their approach.
Fabiana Takemoto in an 0-2 count to protect here against Bibi. Fights that pitch off. Best slapper you ever played with?
My gosh.
Or who comes to mind, I guess.
You always put me on the spot with things like this.
I'll go to who comes to mind when you think of a great slap hitter.
Alexis Mack. When I was at Tennessee, we played against Alabama.
He's safe at first on that. Great hustle from Takemoto.
Between Alexis Mack and a few others that were in that Alabama lineup, it was tough. Ooh. Foot is not on the bag there. Great hustle down the line.
Runner takes second, 2 in scoring position. Ariana Sonoda, 1-0 count. Does go after that to foul it off. Stranger Things fan?
One strike.
Ground ball left side, and that was going to be tough to handle. Tell Brewster wasn't quite sure what to try on it. Brazil gets another run.
And like you said, that's a really tough hop. I think the only chance there is if you continue to charge that ball hard, try to see if you can get it somewhere that's not the mid hop. So that one hopped up right at her belt line. Those are really tough to handle. You want to either get the high hop or the short hop. Those middle hops really hard.
Rafaela Nakamura reached on an air too. The runner kind of just trots to second base.
And again, they're baiting this Pennsylvania defense to try to make a throw. They want them to waste throws, see if they'll make an overthrow and potentially score a run.
Catches the outside corner. Good spot from Beebe. 1-1 count. Hard hit ground ball left side. That's hit into foul territory. Runner coming home is going to be safe. It was just awkward for the runner, Takemoto, because she knew if that was fielded, she was going to get tagged.
There really was no other option for Takemoto except for to continue to home plate. If she tried to go back, like you said, she would have been tagged. This is a really awkward play. Ball's put in play right over there at third base. She notices, but Bender's standing right behind her with the ball. She's got one shot and it's to go home, and she made it.
First and second now, still nobody out in the second. Brazil trying to lay down another bunt with Nagasawa. Nagasawa, a Naomi Osaka fan. Do you watch much tennis?
Unfortunately, no, I do not.
I don't watch as much as I would like to.
We've gone over this in our games here.
Hard hit ball, chance for two, and they'll get it. A double play. Kaczynski turned it quick off the line shot from Nagasawa.
And this ball is so hard off the bat, but right at Kaczynski, who takes a peek and notices that the runner is too far off at first base, and a timely double play for Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, again, can limit the damage to just 2 runs. Both innings, they've been in a really tough spot with 0 outs and kind of turned it around, but this time Takahama sends it down the right field line. She's gonna have a 2 and maybe have 3 here. Into third with a triple.
And once again, it's Karen Takahama swinging the hot bat for them. She's gonna go to the bunt pullback here and then just perfectly on time for this pitch. Drives it down the right field line, and there is no one near that ball. She runs all the way to third base and gets an RBI on her way.
Eduarda Hasegawa. That's gonna go through the right side. Brazil gets another. It is 6-0 here in the second.
And those swings were almost identical between Takahama and Hasegawa. Just the ball flight was a little bit different, but they both had the same speed, both going to the right side, to the pull side. 2 back-to-back very hard hit balls.
Carolina Diaz at the plate, runner on first, 2 outs. Brazil had a 14-2 win over Texas on the opening night. Lost to the Philippines 8-3, lost to Delaware 6-5. They've been really competitive with the top teams in this event. So this is always going to be a tough game for Pennsylvania. Already the second most runs Brazil has scored in a game this week in just an inning and 2/3.
And it's this approach that you're seeing from them. Working the count, seeing a ton of pitches, forcing Riley Beebe to really work in the circle.
Beebe behind 3-0 against Diaz. 4-pitch walk.
And the problem for Pennsylvania, since this is a doubleheader for them, Nina Brewster already went a full game. That is normally their ace, their starter. So if they're going to bring anybody back in, not sure if she has enough in the tank.
Matsumoto thinking about laying down a bunt there with 2 away. Every batter in the Brazil order has now come to the plate twice in the first 2 innings. This has been a conversation for us in the booth. Is it batted around when you get all 9 to the plate, or do you have to get to the batter who started the inning?
To me, you have to get to the batter that started the inning.
Strike 1 and a 2-0 count. I'm with you there.
You get through the lineup with 9,
yeah,
but then you bat around at the 10th.
Yeah,
you
have
make
to
that turn.
The circle.
Yeah, you make that turn.
By circle, I mean not at all a circle, but
if you squint, maybe a circle.
Three-1 is the count. Matsumoto trying to help him bat around. And that's ball 4. Bases are loaded. Naomi Matsumoto started the inning with a walk and scored. They have plated 4. A base hit here could really break this open, though. Ground ball, going to be a tough play, and it hops into the outfield. 1 run scores, another one coming around to score as well. It is 8-0 in the second.
Once again, another ball put in play hard, but it's because of the at-bats before that they're able to score runs on this. Borderline late Matsumoto, but she does a good job of keeping her hands inside, and because it's 2 outs, the base runners are going automatically and more runs are put on the board.
Fernando Oda, he's got to be feeling pretty good right now.
I would guess he's pretty happy about his team's performance, especially on offense. He talked so much about how good they are on defense. We've mentioned that a few times. They're incredible on defense, but now they're really showing up with the bats as well.
Having a chat in the circle with Riley Beebe and the defense. First and third with 2 away.
Outstanding is Fabiana Matsumoto.
Fabiana Takemoto. Runner goes. They will throw this time. It's going to go into center field. It's just not been Pennsylvania's game to this point.
But that's been Brazil's plan in first and third all along. They wanted to bait for that throw so that they could potentially get in a rundown. Just the throw ends up in center field, so they take second easily.
Ground ball to the left side. Brewster stays down on it, and it's close play, but an out over at first base. Brazil gets 7 in the inning. We are going to the bottom of the second when we come back. Just about everybody for this Brazil team has done something positive in this game. They're up 9-0, go to the bottom of the second. That's the first baseman, Karen Takahama. Nice little RBI triple last inning.
She has been their hottest hitter this entire week, and she continues to prove that. Like you said, the triple, but then she also had a walk and an RBI earlier in this game as well. She is seeing the ball incredibly, incredibly well.
Brazil actually doesn't have a ton of hits, despite the 9 runs. 3 hits, 6 walks.
And that just shows their plan at the plate. They are so disciplined. They love small ball. They will make you work for it.
Ground ball right side. Guess who? Takahama, or Matsumoto again. Over to Takahama at first.
She has made 3 plays in a row over there for them. Just an absolute vacuum at second base. Feels automatic for her when the ball gets put on the ground.
She always has a smile on her face, too.
Just having fun out there, playing a little ball. What's not to love?
Brazil probably had a great day. Out in Delaware, probably had some fun before this game. Got to come out, and they are off to a flying start. Abby Bender at the plate. Drove one to the left field wall in the first game of their doubleheader tonight. Ground ball left side. Out number 2. Matsumoto at third and Matsumoto at second are the only 2 that have made plays in this game.
It is all Matsumoto on defense out there. Both of them just fielding their position so well. But like I said, they do the little things right. Their glove work, their footwork, everything is just so clean.
First pitch outside, ball 1 to Alex Dugan. Alex Dugan had a pinch hit base hit in game 1. Gets the start in the DP spot in this game. jumps ahead 2-0. Youngest on the team, 13 years old. O'Grady also 13. Jamie Jordan, their manager, said this team just represents what small-town softball is all about. It's a team that'll have the opportunity to grow together in Conneaut Lake, Pennsylvania. Right side, diving catch over at first by Takahama. 1-2-3 inning for Joanna Silva.
And we talked about Takahama's hitting. She has been swinging the hot bat, but she wants to show off the glove on defense. She's diving forward, making a great catch. And Brazil will look to add some more to their lead.
Now playing second base in the 70s. Second base. Let's see. We got
Want to see some girls with game? Tune into an exciting summer of softball and visit littleleaguesoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league, and more. Delaware fan left over from earlier here in the park. Great crowds when Delaware is in the building. A lot of these teams traveled well with their fans too. We're going to see a new pitcher, Jocelyn Jordan, 5'10", 15-year-old from Conneaut Lake, Pennsylvania, the talented center fielder, one of the leaders of this team. First time we will see her in the circle this week.
We talked all about her hitting. She is a menace in the box, but now she's getting an opportunity in the circle. She works a fastball, drop curve, a screw, and she's really working on her changeup as well.
Strike one delivered. She will see the top of this Brazil order. Mariana Sonoda leads things off. Riley Beebe, the starting pitcher, is now at shortstop. And Nina Brewster has gone over to second base. Out to left field, long run is great hustle. Kaczynski is now out in left field to complete the changes. Again out to left field. Kaczynski makes the play. One out, first time Brazil has not had their leadoff on in an inning.
And a good job by Jocelyn Jordan entering this game and immediately just pounding the zone with strikes. There was a lot of walks given up earlier in this game, so that's going to be part of her role in the circle, is really just pound the zone, force Brazil to put the ball in play.
Marina Basili is the hitter for Brazil. Pinch hitting in place of Rafa Nakamura.
pitch Marina Basili. Okay.
Two 2-0. Marina Basili is the youngest on the team. Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Sam Landry fan. Out into left field, and it is stopped by Kosinski, but she has been a magnet for the ball since she's gone out to left.
And a good job coming off the bench by Marina Basili, getting this ball up in the zone, staying tall, staying high with her hands, going opposite field for this. Gets a base hit out of it.
Now we have another pinch hitter, number 8, Annie Nakamura. From the bat, Annie Nakamura, number 8.
Another pinch hitter coming up for Brazil, Annie Nakamura. Runner goes, the ball gets away, and Brazil has another one in scoring position. Annie Nakamura, an Ichiro fan. How's that straight back, 1-1 count. Also an Uta Abe fan, and I had to look this one up, two-time Japanese Olympian in judo.
One ball, one strike. Right.
What's your judo knowledge like?
I was waiting for a question on it. I was about to say, it does warm my heart a little bit that you had to look up somebody.
I've had to look up a lot of these people. I admitted that. Come on now.
Just testing me on air.
She also collects Lego figures. Goes up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Slowly rolling into center field. And the 10th run of the game comes across for Brazil. These pinch hitters ready to play. They're locked in the dugout.
Collects Legos, collects RBIs. Good job by Nakamura. Just not trying to do too much. Gets jammed up a little bit on this. Doesn't quite hit it as well as she'd want to, but it's in the perfect position. You could tell she was aggressive in this at bat, so she was ready to swing when it counted.
Karen Takahama will hit in her spot in the order. RBI walk with the bases loaded in the first. RBI triple in the second. Underneath this pitch. Out number 2.
And that's a big out. Karen Takahama is not easy to put away. She squares up the ball, she sees the ball well, but you can tell from Brazil right now, their plan at the plate has already changed with the new pitcher. They're much more aggressive. They're swinging at a lot more pitches. Instead of waiting for the pitcher to come to them, they're attacking.
Chisiane Ito, the pinch hitter for Brazil, third one to come to the plate. Her favorite athlete is Sayumi Akamine, a Brazilian softball national team member. She plays handball and volleyball at school as well. You mentioned this the other day, but she cooks sweet plates for her teammates at tournaments. So my question is, what has she baked or made?
Well, whatever she made for today, she's got to do it again. Keep the superstition going.
One, two, outside. Also, seeing this Brazil team just makes you wonder how competitive that Latin America region is. They beat Mexico in the championship, Puerto Rico in the semifinal. Puerto Rico had beat them in the first game of the region tournament. They shut out Mexico, who had been dominant. This is driven to center field. Long run just off the glove of the center fielder, Harrington. Run will come around to score. Ito comes through with an RBI double.
And a great piece of hitting. Once again, these pinch hitters are ready for their moment. She stays in her legs, uses all of her power. And then a good effort by Nia Harrington trying to lay out for that ball, but it is just hit too hard. And now once again, the pinch hitter, an RBI double. You have to love the production, not only 1 through 9, but also coming off of your bench. That's when you know your team is seeing the ball well, when not only the starters are producing, but also the pinch hitters that you're bringing in.
Carolina Diaz stays in her spot as well as the catcher. Favorite food, hamburgers. Just a staple.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
That does leave it up in the air, though. Bacon on your burger? No bacon? What kind of burger are we talking?
What's your go-to? Like one place, one burger, anything? Like give me a place, give me the type of burger. What are your go-to burger?
I am born and raised Southern California, so I'm going to have to go an In-N-Out burger, double, animal style.
It's really upsetting that that's not an option right now for us.
We can think about it, dream about it.
(3-1) is the count to Diaz, who walked and scored in the second inning. To the left side for Bibi, and the throw is high. Brazil gets number 12 on the board.
You can tell the frustration for Riley Bibi. Just release that one a little bit high. And Brazil continues to tack on.
Carolini Matsumoto. Carolini and Naomi Matsumoto have made all but one play in the game defensively. So 5 of the 6 outs recorded have been them. They've thrown all of those to Takahama at first, and she has the other play, diving on a pop-up. 3 players have been in on defense. In the air, foul territory. This could do it for the inning. It will. But Brazil is up big. A dozen on the board for them through 3. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Pennsylvania got to get it going quickly.
For Latin American, the top of the 3rd.
Now we're talking food. We got some good food here. We've had some at the concession stand, ice cream, snow cones, but you got your staples, your chicken tenders and fries, always a go-to.
That quesadilla, that's what I'm talking about. That quesadilla looked good, hot off the griddle. Woof, making me hungry up here.
A pitching change for Brazil. Isabella Tavaraya steps in. Jenny Finch is her favorite player. Special talents include crocheting and cooking.
Perfect timing for cooking. She's going to throw with a little bit of a slower velocity because she wants to spin the ball as much as possible. She's all about that spin. We'll work in a curve and a change, but she's trying to get movement on her pitches.
Eight, 9-1 coming up for Pennsylvania. Nia Harrington leads it off. Nia Harrington, 14 years old, has 3 older sisters that all played. Dream job is to be a cardiologist. Driven to center field, down for a base hit to lead off the third.
And that's just a quality piece of hitting by Nia Harrington. Really flat with her barrel, long through the ball with her extension. Watch her bat here. It barely dips at all. It's very flat through the zone, which allows her to get good barrel on it and drive it for a single.
Fouled off by Kosinski. Started the game at second base, is now in left field. Buffalo Sabres fan. Mandalorian is her favorite TV show. Avengers for her favorite movie, and Harry Potter for her favorite book. I feel like that's my player questionnaire. Rounds into a fielder's choice. So that's an A+ player questionnaire.
Doesn't get any better than that.
We've stayed on the trend, by the way, of the only 3 players touching the ball on defense, because there was a fielder's choice between the 2 Matsumotos.
There was a base hit to Nakamura in center field.
Okay, I'm talking about recording outs. That's
Okay.
my fault. You're right, though. There's a 4th player involved.
I'm sure the rest of the players on this Brazil defense are wondering when they're going to get their time to shine, too.
Mariana Sonoda's probably thinking, I'm the shortstop. I haven't seen a ball yet. And it's not because Pennsylvania hasn't put it in play. They have. If you're Pennsylvania, outside of the fact that obviously you're going to try and chip away at this, clock's ticking a little bit, but just take us through this. You've been there on the wrong side of a game like this. How do you get past it?
And you just have to remember that each game is in itself different. Every at-bat is a new, fresh opportunity. Every pitch thrown is a new, fresh opportunity. That's the beauty of this sport, is you have endless chances to make it right. And so even if this game does end up going the other way, they get to wake up tomorrow and try again. Even if you're 0 for 50, you still have another at-bat to get that first hit.
Jocelyn Jordan's ground out in the first inning was the first time she's been retired all day. So now 4 for 5 at the plate in the 2 games played. I think she has got a really bright future ahead of her. Just 15 years old, that swings it like she does. Out to left field, a little bit too much under this. Caught by Takemoto. There's 2 away.
The rest of the defense for Brazil getting a little bit more love this inning, but still locked down by everybody.
That fielding percentage that has been so good, is on the rise. Strike one to Mahokey. Is fouled off for strike two. Brazil and Michigan are separated by 2 100ths, I guess, of a percentage in fielding percentage. 964 and 962.
And defense wins championships. That's the difference maker for a lot of these teams.
Out to right. There's a single to lead off the inning, but amounts to nothing. 3 scoreless in the circle for Brazil, and they're up a dozen.
No errors, 1 left. Throw.
.12-0 going to the 4th inning. 6 hits for Brazil. A lot of free passes. Obviously, their base running has been excellent. Defensively, they've been perfect so far. Pennsylvania coming off a win. This is a long day, though. I mean, Pennsylvania played in 88, 90-degree heat earlier. Got a kind of an emotional win. Come from behind against Texas. That secured their spot tomorrow. And then 45 minutes later, you got to turn around and play a really talented Brazil team.
And that can be really hard mentally, too, coming off of the emotional high of beating a team like Texas to secure your place further in this tournament, and then realizing you have to go out and restart. Every game's new, no matter if you just won or lost the one before, and sometimes that can be challenging. You're just emotionally drained, you're physically drained. Doubleheaders are hard.
Jocelyn Jordan stays out there. 2nd inning of work for her. Naomi Matsumoto is the hitter, the second baseman. 2-0. Matsumoto jumps ahead 3-0. Naomi said she has a special talent of drawing, so if she won the lottery, she said she would buy very expensive art supplies and softball equipment.
Can you draw?
No, not at all.
Me neither.
I wish. Yeah, we talked about this, like, you can do it anywhere. It's just a great trait. Like, you can hit, but you can't just pull out a bat anywhere. and take a cut.
Yeah, be a little weird, like in the airport.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Now let's do the Milan
Let's get some practice swings in before you board your flight. Strike one to the 9-hole. This is Takemoto, the left fielder. Tapped in the air toward BB at shortstop. One away.
now the short. Second.
Mariana Sonoda at the top of the order. Takes strike one. Brazil has excellent energy, and I also think they have like customized chants for each player. That's what it sounds like to me at times.
I think so too. I think they have it rehearsed, planned out.
Into left field for another base hit. Runners on first and second with just one out.
And they also, in between innings, before going out to their positions, they will meet at the pitcher's mound, everybody, do a cheer, and then they separate. They're very tight-knit. You can tell that they really enjoy playing for each other, enjoy being with each other, which with all this travel they've done is a good thing.
At a Curacao for the region tournament, and here to the States for the Senior League Softball World Series. First time Brazil has ever made it here, and the first time a team from South America has been represented here. These Brazil players will be able to return. Second at bat for Marina Basili. Came in as a pinch hitter last time. Ground ball to the right side. They will retire her at first. Both runners advance.
And one of the things the coaches mentioned to us about Brazil is that the girls are just so excited to be here. They're very happy. They love everything about this experience, and you can tell when they play, they just truly enjoy being out on the field together. They enjoy the sport. They enjoy being here.
I'm really appreciative of everything Little League has provided to them, and said they're enjoying everything they've done so far and can't wait for everything else they get to do. That was on Sunday when we had our meetings. I think they went to the beach that night. They've done some other activities. Of course, it's always fun staying at the team hotel, too, as this one gets away, and run number 13 comes in.
Feels like every time the camera pans to them, too, somebody, at least one of them is smiling. And that just goes to show. And it's been in every game, not just in this one where they're up 13-0. Every single game, they've been smiling, they've been laughing, enjoying, cheering.
So I'm hearing word that today was an ice cream party for the teams. Tomorrow is a scavenger hunt at the hotel.
After the ice cream party, I can see why everybody's so smiley in the dugout. They've had a good day.
Into left field. The hit parade continues. 14 now for Brazil in the first 4 innings. That was Annie Nakamura again.
And she's had back-to-back RBI base hits for her coming off the bench. 2 really good at-bats. You could tell she was paying attention to the game in front of her. She was ready for her moment.
Ball 1 outside. This is Karen Takahama. Two and 0 count. One of their most dangerous hitters. Serious power in this bat. That is over her head for ball 3. Taking all the way for strike 1. Were you always take on 3-0?
No.
No, okay.
I really like to swing away 3-0 because what is the pitcher trying to do? Throw strike.
In the air, this is going to be in play, but in foul territory.
It always, to me, felt like a wasted opportunity. The best pitch that you're probably going to see in that at-bat is probably 3-0, but what keeps people from doing that is the fear of mishitting on 3-0, because then it's like, oh, you had an opportunity to walk, but you could get to 3-2 and still pop up, still mishit the ball. So to me, it was worth taking that chance on arguably the best pitch I was going to see.
Another one driven to right field and caught by O'Grady out and right. 14-0, Brazil leads Pennsylvania. East Region reps will try to get on the board next.
Shortstop, Riley Healy.
3-4-5 coming up for Pennsylvania in the bottom of the 4th. Good part of the order to try and get something going, just to build a little confidence even for tomorrow, which is looking likely to be a matchup with Michigan, who looks like the most dangerous team here for the 2nd consecutive year. Strike 1 to BB.
One of the things that makes this game so fun, though, is anybody can beat anybody on any given day. There's a lot of luck that goes into softball. So even if you have a night like tonight for Pennsylvania, tomorrow you might come out and put 15 up on another team.
Great pitching performance, the great equalizer, you never know.
It all starts with that start in the circle. Everything trickles down from how that pitcher starts in the circle.
Strike 2, 1-2 count. Obviously, you caught Montana Fouts and some other great pitchers in college. Is there a game that you remember more than others? Obviously, she did a lot of great things, but is there a game that you remember more than another where you're like, man, she just took over, it was different?
We played LSU.
Slow roller to the right side. There's one out.
We played LSU one time in just a regular SEC series, but she just had a look in her eye. And when she had that look on her face, I almost felt bad for the opposing team because it was like nobody is going to touch anything that you have. But then there was also, we played Texas that we went, I think, 10 innings, and she was just so gritty. We ended up winning that game, but she went basically the full 10. And sometimes you have a pitcher on the mound, and they're just so determined that no matter how good the other team is, you know that they're going to win.
Nina Brewster was excellent in the circle. The last 5 innings against Texas, they scored 8 runs, not all of them earned off Brewster in the first 2 innings, and then she just shut it down and gave up 1 hit in the last 5 innings of that game. And that is right off third base, which might have actually cost her a base, or will it? No, she is going to be able to get to second. That was the first somewhat defensive miscue from Brazil.
And it just seemed like Matsumoto and Takamoto between third and left field, this ball hits off the bag. You can see Matsumoto going after it, and then it seems like Takamoto called her off and then just pulls her head up too quick as she goes to scoop it.
1 out, 1 on second for Kara Dugan. Joana de Brito Silva started the game for Brazil. Isabella Tavaraya now in the circle. A couple of 16-year-old pitchers. And the primary 2 that you will see for Brazil on the rubber. Ground ball left side, hops up nicely. The third baseman Matsumoto, and there's 2 away.
Once again, it's Matsumoto over there just making it look easy. She's had so many opportunities, and you'd think the more opportunities you see, the more likely you are to make an error, but she has just proved that wrong.
Seven of the 11 outs recorded have gone either to third base or second base on the ground.
Keeping it within the family.
And they are perfect in this game defensively. Pitcher's best friend. And still the shortstop, Mariana Sonoda. It's not often a shortstop goes into the 4th inning not having seen the ball yet.
And there haven't been any strikeouts for Pennsylvania. Nobody has struck out yet. So they just put the ball in play, but Brazil says, okay, we'll just make the plays.
I take that back. She did get 1 ground ball, fielder's choice, that they retired Harrington running to second on. Blocked up behind the plate by Diaz.
Picture perfect block behind the plate. Little things like that fire me up. Kept her chest in front, glove down first. That was perfect.
This is roped to center field and carrying off the base of the fence. Pennsylvania on the board, and a great throw into third base. But it's Abby Bender with her second big swing of the night.
Coaches mentioned her nickname, Abby Sender Bender. Last game she went to left. This time she's going into right center, lets this ball travel deep, gets all barrel on it, And it one hops the wall for an RBI double.
Two outs, runner on second. First pitch fouled off by Alex Dugan. Got to respect the fight from this Pennsylvania team.
No, they definitely haven't rolled over. They're still having competitive at-bats. They're making plays in the infield.
Well, we've seen game one from Pennsylvania. It's kind of what Jamie Jordan told us was when they're at their best. Like, she pointed out some of their top hitters, but said really when they are rolling, it's everyone contributing. It's the fact that they just put the ball in play all the time. Pressure on the defense.
And they induced 8 or 9 errors from Texas. And so they're doing the same thing to Brazil, except for Brazil's defense is just so locked down.
Up and in, 2-2. In the dirt, runner goes and is in safely to third.
Good read there on the ball in the dirt. And then also recognizing that there's a right-handed batter. It makes that throw to third base really difficult as a catcher. If you're already down and you're dropping block, you can't really maneuver around the batter.
Full count pitch coming to Dugan. Ground ball back to the pitcher and handled over to first. Pennsylvania showing some fight, though. They are on the board here in the fourth inning. Off to the fifth we go, a 13-run deficit still.
In the bottom of the fourth inning, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors.
Czechia leading Canada. That is for the 2 seed in Pool B, 6-2, top of the 6th, and that is a base hit. How about that? We tune in and we see a ball tipped off the pitcher's glove that lands on second base.
What are the odds of that? Let's take a look here at the replay. Off of the pitcher's glove, doink, right on second base, and then the shortstop trying to hang on to it. There's a lot of stuff happening right there in that one play.
Imagine that's like already a runner on first and that leads to a double play.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much luck that happens in this game. What if it hits the base? Sometimes it hits the lip of the grass and goes over people. There's so many different things that can happen.
First pitch slips out of the hand of Kara Dugan, who's going to see her first action in the circle. 15-year-old.
And she's going to mix in a fastball, a drop curve, but it's that changeup. That is her best pitch. That's what she's going to have to work with.
It's the swing and miss right there. Chisiani Ito rolls this to Bibi. It's short. There's one away. And we just saw Dugan looking down at the armband. We see a lot of different ways to call pitches. You've done it all, I'm sure, but what's the most common? What do you like most?
Most common is the armband. It'll be basically a table with 3 numbers on it. So if they call 3-3-1, you go over to 3-3, down to 1, find your pitch. Other people just do hand signals. There is also the new wristbands that you can do that you press a button, it pops up. In high school now, they have an earpiece. You can just talk into the walkie-talkie, let them know. I liked the traditional wristband. It was quick, it was efficient, and it was really hard to pick pitches as well because there's an infinite amount of numbers, so you can mix that up before every game.
So you use the PitchCom device in the pros, though?
Yes, PitchCom in the pros, and then the wristbands in college.
It is in the dirt, ball 1. Is it different when you're calling on the electronic device on your wrist? Is it programmed differently for every pitcher?
You can make it whatever you want, really. You can program it to say different words on there. You can program it to whatever pitch. You can kind of make it your own. The only thing that I found with the PitchCom is if it's not the pitch that you want, like let's say the pitcher shakes you off, there's no time for you to redo that pitch on the PitchCom, so then you have to go to a backup, which is normally just regular hand signs.
Ground ball again to Bibi. Jumps up and the strong arm. Plenty powerful. That is going to be out number 2. Oh, Brazil might challenge this. Maybe looked like Jocelyn Jordan pulled her foot.
She is definitely not on the bag there. You could tell she had to vacate because of that throw from Bibi was so far off. Normally, you'd have your right foot on the bag and stretch with your left, but you could tell she had to step forward with her right foot, which took her then off the bag.
The umpire's waiting for the replay review call. This will likely be a 1-out situation with a runner on first. Pennsylvania will need 4 runs in the bottom of this inning. to keep this game going and avoid a 10-run rule in 5. I think we have word from the replay officials. Safe at first, a successful challenge for Brazil.
I do want to say that I am 3 for 3 today up here in the booth, which before I was over this entire week trying to make predictions. Good day up here in the booth for us.
I scarred you so much that you don't think I'll give you credit for anything. Strike one to Caroline Matsumoto. In the air to Bibi, and there's 2 outs.
You can tell the speed differential for Dugan in the circle is kind of throwing Brazil off. They're not nearly as on time. A lot more balls put in the air rather than on the ground. They just don't seem as sharp with how much slower that velocity is.
Naomi Matsumoto with 2 outs, chases that pitch. Had some pretty good movement on it from from Dugan, excuse me. To the outside corner for strike 2.
You can see that off speed there. It's got a ton of downward movement. Comes in thinking it's going to be waste time. By the time you swing, it's at your knees.
Ground ball right side, that'll get through. Base hit number 9 for Brazil in this game.
Good adjustment timing-wise by Matsumoto in that at-bat. You saw her take a big cut earlier, really early, but then just letting the ball in deep and driving it opposite field.
Swinging at the first pitch for strike 1, both runners will advance. Fabiana Takemoto is the hitter. And she is behind 0-2. Brazil fans have been excellent. They've got a good group that made the trip too. Barring a incredible comeback from Pennsylvania, Brazil will finish the pool play stage at 2-2. It will be the 3 seed behind Delaware and the Philippines in Pool A. Gets away, and another run comes across just in time.
Good hustle and dive by Diaz. That was close. Mahokey behind the dish, hustling after that ball. Just not in time.
In the air to left field, that'll get down. RBI for Takemoto.
I mentioned earlier that Brazil seemed off time, but the longer that they've been able to hit off Dugan, the further down in this lineup they get. They are passing information down, and everybody just seems to get better and better.
up the middle, ooh, and then went off the foot of Dugan. She seems to be okay.
Time.
The umpire just wants to make sure, and she says, yep, I'm good. She's tough.
Tough. You could hear that make contact with her from all the way up here in the booth. That was a well-struck ball by Sonoda.
Marina Basili. It's her third trip to the plate. Ground ball left side, and they will take the force at third to end the top of the fifth. Pennsylvania will need 6 runs in the bottom half to keep this game going. It has been all Brazil in this one. Last chance for Pennsylvania. Nia Harrington leads it off. First pitch swinging left side, scooped up. And did she keep her foot on the bag? She did. That is out number 1. Harrington went down on the right field line after she ran through the base. Not sure what happened, but she's definitely in some pain right now, which you hate to see. Holding that right ankle. Good to see her up, but might have rolled that ankle on this play. Let's take a look.
Ooh. As she went to turn around, you could see her ankle. Ouch. Almost looked like ankle bone may have hit grass right there. Ow.
That's the trainer that she is with, along with the coaches. Giving some instructions to the Pennsylvania coaching staff. You could hear her ask, "Have you ever rolled it before?" It's good to see her walking back toward the dugout.
I mean, and if you've ever rolled an ankle out there, you know how much that hurts. That does not feel good. Good to see her up and moving.
One out for Ali Kosinski. Another one, first pitch swinging. That's smothered at shortstop. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
You mentioned Sonoda at short hadn't gotten a lot of action. Now finally in the 5th inning, 2 in a row. Well played by her.
She doubled her touches in this inning. They've just done such a great job reading this infield too. It feels like every decision they make, whether it's charge to stay back, has been the right one. That's a chopper to the second baseman, and that is a 3-pitch 5th inning to end this game. 16-1, Brazil wins it. They take the 3 seed, excuse me, in Pool A, and they advance to tomorrow. Both of these teams advance, Pennsylvania doing so with their win over Texas earlier tonight.
For the East, 1 run on 3 hits. They committed 4 errors. Nate Reister and Abby Bender both doubled in the game. Each turned a double play.
Let's check in with Czechia and Canada. That game still ongoing next door, 10-2. Czechia leading in the bottom of the 6th.
This is a big win for Czechia, coming off of a tough loss earlier in the day against Michigan. So good job by them being able to bounce back.
Czechia wins this game. That puts them in the 2 spot behind Michigan there. Right now you see Canada up there, but they would then have the head-to-head. Both teams would finish 2-2. Last year's championship game, Delaware and Michigan, those are the 2 teams that finish unbeaten in pool play. And then the Philippines, the 3rd best with a 3-1 record.
You know, I'm so impressed with Brazil and the team that we saw out here today. I think the bigger thing, the hits were obvious, but the bigger thing to me was 0 errors on every attempt. Nobody struck out for Pennsylvania. Brazil had to make plays, and they did it. If they can continue to play defense like that, they have a shot in this tournament.
Everything about tomorrow except 1 spot is decided. 2 spots technically. 3, I guess, is what I'm being told, but Czechia obviously way in front. Philippines await who they play, but Michigan, Pennsylvania, that game is set for 5 Eastern tomorrow. Brazil awaits their game at 2 Eastern. The day starts with the Philippines, and then Delaware will have the night game. That's going to be an excellent game and an excellent crowd tomorrow, with Delaware being the host of this event.
They draw so well. Some of them are only 10 minutes away, so whenever they play, and that's what their coach said, the further they get in the tournament, the bigger the crowds will be.
So 4 games tomorrow. The elimination round starts. All Brazil today. They were so close last night to coming from behind and taking down Delaware. Lost 6-5, had the winning run on second base, slept on it, came back, and absolutely dominated in this game to finish as the 3 seed in Pool A. Quarterfinals start tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern on ESPN+. Joel and Riley will start you off. For Ali Shipman, I'm Chucky Kemp. We will see you tomorrow.